Pedro, aka Blacklisted from the panel, and here we have one of the biggest players in the sneaker scene.
Not literally.
Not literally.
Well, literally, kind of.
Woody from Sneaker Freaker. Thank you. I'm honoured to be in your company. Just want to ask you a few quick questions in regards to your thoughts on the sneaker culture. First question. Where do you think the sneaker culture is at today, and are you happy with where it's at today?
Yeah, easy, mate, easy.
I think in the first, we started in 2002, right? So it predates social media, predates lots of things. There's an honesty and a mystery that's kind of missing from it. And also just that, I miss the smallness of it, But putting my business hat on, it's great that it's grown to this scale because it enables to do things like, the book. It enables things like Sneakerness. That could never have existed in 2002.
Oh no.
There's not much point doing this and only 20 people turn up. So, I love the fact that it's got big, and it comes with all sorts of problems and curses and blessings when it does get that big. I think it's opened the brand's eyes to the power of the people and creating stuff that we love. I think all in all, I don't really think about it whether it's healthy or what sort of direction it's taking. I'm worried about the young kids that are getting into it with the sole dream of just flipping shoes for money, because I think they don't totally understand the market and they're getting their fingers burnt sometimes, and that kind of upsets me. I have a 14-year-old son, and I sort of see things through his eyes sometimes. Everybody wants to hustle and make a buck, and there is an entrepreneurial aspect to this that's pretty cool. But at the same time, there's a lot of kids being taken advantage of sometimes as well. That part I find a bit of a negative, yeah.
Just touching on the younger generation that you mentioned in terms of just buying shoes to fit. What do you think the culture needs to do to expand their horizon in terms of just more than a flip? What needs to happen?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I think the industry struggles when it loses its sense of progression and creativity. Some brands go up, some go down, and there's a constantly mutating kind of scale of where everybody's at, and it just seems to shake itself out. I think, it's not. I used to think that, someone somewhere, I don't know who that person was, or maybe one brand was sort of in control of this. But the fact is, it's just buzzing and percolating away, and it's constantly changing for better and for worse. And I think what we all think of it, whether it's a positive or negative, comes through the experiences in our own eyes. We all have a different reality version of it.
Okay.
And if you're a bit jaded by it, then you probably go, well, the scene sucks these days. But if you're just coming in and it's exciting, it is exciting.
Of course.
So, you have to maintain your sense of wonder at the whole thing. You still have to be able to find things that are really good. And I think that's one of the reasons why with this book, the Ultimate Sneaker Book, I wanted to do something that was so comprehensive, because we're all sick of this surface level of information that's around at the minute. I wanted to do something definitive.
Okay.
If you've got a question or answer about a shoe that's in that book, it's in there.
Yeah. Right.
And no one will ever be able to top this book. I know that's a kind of a big thing to say, but when you see it and you feel it, a lot of people today have told me, I had no idea it was that big.
Right.
It's not just that it's big. It's not like 500 pages of photos. It's research, heavy research and information. So that's my contribution over the last 15 years in that one thing.
Amazing. So I guess the next step would be to make sure that both the older and younger generation has such a comprehensive tome in which they can delve into and do their own homework or research in regards to brands and models and stuff like that. One final question. Beyond your book, what else can brands do to ensure that the conversation is maintained, that there is relevance to products that they are bringing out to the marketplace?
That's a hard question to answer. You go into stores these days and there's 100 shoes, and all of them are, for better or worse, quite. The buyers of those stores chose them because they think it speaks to a certain type of their consumer. And there's all types of people. There's 80s basketball freaks. There's people who like Kanye West shoes only. There's so many shoes for whatever you like. To be critical of it, that level of choice is amazing. 15 years ago, we had to travel to different countries just to find the shoes that we want. And that's why us old guys used to say shit like, I'm keeping them on ice. We bought 2 or 3 pairs.
Right.
No one does that ananymore.
No.
Because you know what? Next week there's another 2 or 3 pairs you want to get. We bought 2 or 3 because there was a big gap. We had a drought for a month until we found something else that we liked,
Right.
So I think for people to be critical of it, you have to understand that it's never been better.
Right.
It's never been better 2 years ago or 4 years ago as well. So just enjoy what's there. You know, it's easy to be critical. We're all critics. But at the same time, it's all there for you. The only problem is at the moment that I think, like I would love to see the Sakai's on the shelf at Foot Patrol or something when I walked in there. Instead,
Sure.
I've got to see them on the feet here, or I've got to get in a queue, or join a raffle, or swindle a pair out of some money. I just would love to see the best stuff exist on a shelf somewhere, and that just never happens anymore. So that's something I'd like to see change.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy man.
Thank you, Pedro.
I'm gonna
Here's
leave
my
you
book,
be.
by the way. Look at this amazing thing. It's made out of solid gold. It's 40 pounds. You won't see. I'll be gone, long gone before this interview seen by anyone. But it was on sale here at Sneakerness. I signed a whole heap of copies,
That should be part of the starter pack for anyone that's joining the sneaker culture.
I would like to think anyone who got a job in the industry would probably start reading this before they did anything. So, hey, enjoy the book, guys, and peace out.
Amazing. I've been Pedro, Blacklisted.
I quite like the lighting here.
Nice and
Better than it was before.
It is.
That's important at my age.
You want the book signed?
I'll sign it.
No, take your picture. Do what you need to do and then I get it signed.
Right, wicked.
Paul, I'll bring it with me tomorrow.
We'll do that.
Go away now.
All right, I'll go away.
Bye, Paul.
No, just hang around 5 minutes.